Hey Pittsburgh, how you doing? Josh Miller here. Welcome to another episode of A Day in the Life. Today we are hanging out here at PNC Park. We are with the Pirates on opening day. You get here, you go to the stands, you go home. Do you have any idea what takes place before you get here? We're going to bring it to you live. Sit back and enjoy yourself. It's another episode of A Day in the Life.
I'll follow you.
So here we are. We're hanging out here in probably one of the nicest venues in all of Major League Baseball. I'm hanging out with Drew Cloud, who's Vice President of Marketing here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is opening day here at PNC Park. I have to think your to-do list is a mile long.
On opening day, hopefully all the work is done and all we have to do is open the gates and welcome the best fans in baseball. We're excited.
So when they say the hay is in the barn, this is what they're talking about?
There might be still a little bit of hay. We've got a lot of new places in the ballpark, but when you're polishing everything for that first game, there's always a couple things that come up, but we feel like we're ready.
So if I'm a fan, I'm coming through here, what should I expect? What am I looking forward to? I know the food is unbelievable. I know you got a couple new places to hang out in center field and left field. Walk us through some of those changes.
We have a couple new places. We have a very cool spot in left center field called the Porch, which is a group area. If you need a craft beer on your way in, we have a spot in left field called the Corner. We also have a new bar on the 300 level called Terrace Bar. We just have something for everyone. Those are all public areas that anyone can get to. And then the great amenities that already exist. So everything's in place. We're ready to go.
Now, opening day also brings in, it's also kicks off probably the raising money of some charities that you guys are involved with. I know you guys give back an unbelievable amount, and it flies under the radar, so I want to take that off. If you could maybe just some of the charities you're involved with, or the Pirates are involved with that give back.
Sure. Pirates Charities is one of the most active charities in all of sports, especially in baseball. One of the biggest events that we do is our Pirates 50-50 raffle. So every day, or every game I should say, we'll have, you'll see different hawkers walking around the building promoting 50-50. You'll see what the dollars all that we raise. But we've donated millions over the years to various charities. It's everything from, we have a lot of military programs this year that we're excited about, kids, underprivileged. We just have a lot of great charity groups that we get to work with.
And you've been involved with quite a few opening days. Where does this one sit as far as the team's winning?
Sure.
Expectations are high. Before you had to come up with stuff because let's get them here because we're not winning. Now they're winning. Does it make your job easier or does it make it harder?
You know, we had a group of season ticket members last year, and it was one of the best quotes that I had heard. They said, "We've gone from bobbleheads to baseball." And we have both. We still have great promotions. We do a lot of different things, but baseball is first, and it's really exciting to be able to talk baseball, talk about great players, talk about marquee type of players, as well as a great team. These guys seem to generally love and be around each other like a true family, really building that team environment. And it's nice to get a bobblehead every once in a while as well.
Of course.
But we have a great team and we love to celebrate our players and our team.
Now usually the opening day is a special one. Is there any special, the anthem, is it still a secret? Is it a kept secret? Can we unveil who's going to do that? Is it Mama Kutch again? Is she going to be able to undo that? And the first pitch. People always want to know the first pitch.
Mama Kutch was once in a lifetime. What a great experience that was.
Right.
We actually have Chris Jameson, who was a finalist on The Voice.
Excellent.
And I think he finished third on The Voice.
Yes.
So we're excited to have him
Very cool.
with the national anthem. And then we have some great partners in Highmark and Allegheny Health Network that David Holmberg's going to throw out the first pitch to another Pittsburgh celebrity, Chip Ganassi.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
And thank you
my
so
pleasure.
much for
Thanks
letting
for
us
being
hang
here.
out
Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much.
You got it. My pleasure.
Well, we're spending time here with Neil Huntington, general manager of the Pirates. And when you go to opening day, when you look around right now, where it was a handful of years ago to where it is now, do you have time to take a deep breath and say, you know what? Okay, we're on course.
That's the big thing, is we do try to recognize the small victories along the way, because we still have a lot of work to do. And if we only ever focused on we're not done yet, we drive ourselves crazy. So we do take an opportunity to recognize where we've come from, but we also recognize where we have to go.
And when you assemble a team on paper, do you look at it and say, you know what, I don't want to jinx anything, but we should be in pretty good shape?
I've caught myself a handful of times this year talking about this is the most talented, the deepest, and the most versatile, and then I hesitate because we've won 94 games, we've won 88 games, we've been in the postseason twice. On paper, this should be our best club, but on paper, it doesn't always get you to the postseason. We still have to go execute. We still have to have a good year as a front office, our coaching staff, our player development group, and most importantly, our players.
And when you're out in the supermarket, you're at your restaurants, and are people coming up to you now saying, hey, you know what, keep up the good work, thank you very much? Because, you know, there one time they said this was a baseball town.
Well, you know, we've always believed that there was enough space in the fans' hearts. You see how they root for the Steelers, and you see how they root for the Penguins and the local college teams, Pitt basketball, and what they used to do for the Pirates. We just needed to be a good team. We needed to put a good team on the field, and we believed that there was enough space in the hearts, and we were right. Very different messages in the grocery store. I mean,
right.
Walking around, the number of people that have just said thank you, which is a little bit overwhelming and kind of humbling at times. Thank you for making baseball relevant again. Thank you for bringing the Pirates back, because we do still feel like we have a lot of work to do, and we do recognize how big this challenge is to continue to play playoff baseball in October. We recognize how passionate the fan base was. I think it's been hard at times to get the thank yous, to see a grandfather, a dad, and a son come to PNC and talk about Forbes Field and Three Rivers, and now the memories that they're making here, to cheer for Andrew McCutchen and Neil Walker and Starling Marte and Garrett Cole, and have them talk about Mazeroski and Tekulve and Sanguian and those players, and to be put in that context is incredible. But at the same time, it reminds us we've got a lot more work to do.
And with that being said, last question. When you started this, is this the vision? I mean, at first you had a nice baseball field that had the skyline, and now you're winning ball games. Now you have both. You have the fans throwing money at this place, which is still, at the end of the day, it's a business. So I feel like it's a win-win for the fans and the product itself and the Pirates.
Well, sitting in the interview room with Bob Nutting and Frank Coonley a little over 7.5 years ago, I guess, September of '07, there was a shared vision. There was a vision of the best ballpark in America. There was a vision of a great fan base that just needed to be reignited. And it's been a little harder, a little longer, and a little bit more bumpy at times maybe than we would have wanted, and I know the fans would have wanted. But to see the energy, to hear the energy, to feel the energy is awesome. And it's a great small reward as we continue down what we believe to be the right path.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations to you. Best of luck. I know
Thanks,
as a GM you age in dog years, so I hope you could at least enjoy this.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You're watching A Day in the Life with Josh Miller. We'll be right back. A Day in the Life is brought to you by UPMC, life-changing medicine. Nakama Japanese Steakhouse. You've tried the rest. Now try the best. Rivertown Brewing, delivering you the most enjoyable craft beer experience. Athlete Originals, original apparel designs by athletes for their fans. We'll be right back.
Nemacolin Woodlands, a luxury getaway with a welcome twist. To make your reservation, visit nemacolin.com and expect the unexpected.
Don't spend your time bottled up. Pack up and go. And no matter where you go, bring Rivertown along. Whether you enjoy our smooth Maxwell Scottish Ale or our refreshing Halikahiki Pineapple Ale, our advanced technology canning process ensures that Rivertown craft beers taste just as fresh and flavorful no matter where you go. Tailgating with friends, we're cheering on your hometown team at the ballpark. No matter where you go, enjoy ice-cold Rivertown craft beers. Visit our brewery and take a tour.
You got to be a little off anyway, I think, to be a catcher. Got hit with a couple foul balls to the head and didn't really think anything of it. Felt a little foggy, couldn't eat. The anger came really quick. When I'd go to swing, the ball would kind of disappear. My wife said, if you don't tell the doctors, I'm going to. They sent me to UPMC. He looked at me and said, you got a pretty good concussion. Gave me a plan, like a rehab for your brain, just to come from that to catch the last out of the series. I didn't choose to get those concussions, but I did choose UPMC.
Welcome back to A Day in the Life with Josh Miller.
Hi, Mr. Nutting. Let's talk about the fan. Are you, as a baseball fan, as a Pirate fan, how exciting is this for you to see?
Oh, it's been an unbelievable ride overall to see the team come from where we've been to where it is today. But opening day, on a day like this, to be able to share it with the fans who are waiting outside to come rolling in, this is what it's all about. It just couldn't be more fun, couldn't be more exciting, couldn't be more pleased.
And you know, it's funny because I'm talking to other guys about financially putting money back into the team. You were just talking to Josh Harrison right there. Obviously, someone who, when I'm at home, I'm on the couch, or if I'm here, I'm telling my son, if you're going to play like anybody, play like that, because it could be the 90th game, first game, or a playoff game. He's going to play the same exact way.
No, I mean, Josh is a remarkable player. When you look at the energy that he brought wherever he was playing, if you look at, as Clint was moving him around the various positions, he brought the same energy, the same excitement, the same intensity, whether it was in a rundown or whether it was a defensive play or whether it's an at-bat. And to be able to reward that, that's what baseball is all about. That's the excitement. That's the role model for the kids, but it's also what fills these seats up with the level of enthusiasm and excitement we're going to see.
And I want to talk about this because back when I was alive, I used to play, and I used to always think players won games until I had a good coach. And then I realized, wow, coaching has a lot to do with it. You brought Clint Hurdle in here, just his enthusiasm, the way he treated the players, the way the players show up, because sometimes during the course of traveling, hotels, it's tough to show up to the ballpark and give it everything you have because you might be tired. He seems to bring the most out of people here.
Yeah, well, first, players do win games.
They do. There's no doubt.
We'll make sure we have it
right.
But no, Clint makes every one of us better every day. The level of leadership, and he's a real student of leadership, and maybe more importantly, he really deeply cares. Cares about the organization, he cares about the fans, but he cares individually about these players. He wants to see them achieve their maximum potential, and so if he can find ways to help move someone along, to help encourage, to help push forward, I think that's the magic that Clint brings. And he brings that every single day, inside and outside of the clubhouse.
It's funny because obviously you're a businessman, and you've got businesses. You got them when they're at their lowest. You've turned them into where they flourish. I'm not looking at this as one of those projects, but I'm saying when you first got this to where it is now, was this your vision, and did you expect it to happen this quickly?
Well, it absolutely was a vision. I think if I didn't really believe that we could bring a championship back to Pittsburgh, and we haven't done that yet, but if I didn't believe we couldn't turn this organization around and restore the pride that the city deserves to have in the Pittsburgh Pirates, we wouldn't have gotten involved. I think my family's done that with every business or every operation. There's an expectation of excellence, there's an expectation of performance, and if we're going to do it, we want to do it right. And I believe we're on the right path here. We've made a lot of progress, and we still have a next step to go.
But unbelievable. So, and I'll leave you with this one. The city. What have you seen in the city? It used to be a football city. Now people are arguing, no, it's a baseball city. You're making the argument for them. It's nice to be in a city where everyone, I don't want to say they're spoiled, but you know what? You throw your sport problems out there. You'll scoop yours back when you see what the other cities have to deal with. How nice is it going to the grocery store, people saying, hey, thank you very much?
Now, Pittsburgh is a fantastic sports town,
right.
As you know, and it's been a baseball town for a long time. And I couldn't have more respect for what the Rooneys have done with the Steelers. I mean, that's a great organization with great leadership, and we need to aspire to have that same kind of connection to the community. And frankly, the fans have rewarded that commitment. The number of kids with Pirates jerseys
right.
Today, the number of families who are going to be here sharing a great experience on opening day and throughout the summer. That's what really, again, makes it worthwhile to be able to share that result with our entire fan base.
And as you know, in any business, it's who you surround yourself with, right? It's management all the way down to the employees. And I'm looking at the model with your employees are your players, your management's everybody underneath you. You've done a great job. Congratulations and all the best to you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so
all
much.
The best,
Thanks for
Bob.
being here today. Enjoy
Pleasure.
it.
Thank you.
Now by Drew Cloud, who is with the sales and marketing efforts of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Drew, welcome.
Great to see you. Thanks for being here. Happy opening day.
It should be a national holiday.
It
I
should
still
be,
don't
I agree.
understand why it's not a national holiday, but we'll do some lobbying later on.
Right now we're focused on baseball. I think trying to get the contracts done in these first few weeks of the season is unusual. It's an awkward timing, and you don't want anything to be a distraction from play on the field, particularly in these in this stage of the season.
All right, hanging out here at Day in Life with Chris Jamerson. Dude, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here. Excited to sing the anthem.
Now, are you your feet on the ground, you're back? It was the whirlwind you went through with the voice. Congratulations on all your success there. And now you're back here. You're wearing a Pirates jersey. You're going to sing the national anthem.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. I'm happy to be home. I've been home back and forth a lot, back and forth from here to LA, and it's great to come to this game. You know, I've never sang the anthem here at PNC Park before, let alone for home opener. So it's going to be an incredible experience. But I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Let me ask you a question now. Obviously, you know, everything you've been through, did you see that happening? Did you see that? I mean, were you able to maybe say, you know what, if I do well here, I'll go to where I am now? Or was this kind of just a whirlwind?
I never expected any of it. I thought that mentality would be better to kind of go through, because it's a crazy experience to begin with. So I didn't want to get my hopes up. I just kind of took each step as it came, and it ended up going a lot farther than I ever expected.
Now, I know this may sound like a softball question, but I think it's very important. If you're able to speak to every little kid sitting home, little girl and boy, and you had their ears for 15 seconds, what would you tell them about going for your dream?
I would just say to keep trying, and if you're a singer, sing literally everywhere you can. That's what I did. I would sing at birthday parties, I'd sing at before concerts, I'd sing at bars and restaurants, literally anywhere I could just grab a mic, I'd just start singing, because you never know who will be in the audience and what opportunity you'll get.
That's awesome. Chris Jamerson, thanks so much for your time. All the best to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're watching A Day in the Life with Josh Miller. We'll be right back. A Day in the Life is brought to you by UPMC, life-changing medicine. Nakama Japanese Steakhouse. You've tried the rest. Now try the best. Rivertown Brewing, delivering you the most enjoyable craft beer experience. Athlete Originals, original apparel designs by athletes for their fans. We'll be right back.
Don't spend your time bottled up. Pack up and go. And no matter where you go, bring Rivertown along. Whether you enjoy our smooth Maxwell Scottish Ale or our refreshing Halekahiki Pineapple Ale, our advanced technology canning process ensures that Rivertown craft beers taste just as fresh and flavorful no matter where you go. Tailgating with friends, or cheering on your hometown team at the ballpark. No matter where you go, enjoy ice-cold Rivertown craft beers. Visit our brewery and take a tour.
Wrecking's part of our sport. Crashing and hitting things is just going to happen to you. The first time that I got injured, I tried to hide it. I tried to push through. 4 weeks later, I've been injured again, back to back. The best decision I made was to go to UPMC. We went through all these activities that had results that made sense, and things got better.
Holy cow, man, we just won the 500.
I didn't choose to be in a 25-car pileup, but I did choose UPMC.
Welcome back to A Day in the Life with Josh Miller.
Hey, welcome back to A Day in the Life. Today I'm hanging out with Frank Coonelly right now, and I'm telling you, it's opening day. We've seen everybody else from top to bottom. We haven't met the man that makes all this happen, Frank Coonelly. Thank you so much for joining us on A Day in the Life. So this is opening day, but somewhere deep down, you've seen a lot. You've seen the growth of this place. It's almost as if you found a business. You said, you know what, I can make that pretty good, and you dove into it. And now, was this the vision? Is this what you had in mind?
The vision is PNC Park packed day in and day out. It's opening day, so it's always packed, but what I really love is that tomorrow is going to be packed as well, and the next day is going to be packed. And seeing baseball revitalized in Pittsburgh was always the vision. And we really had to build the culture first before we could implement a plan, have a plan, stick by it through some tough times, and there were some, and we all have the scars to prove that. But it was really a focus that was singular. Bring baseball back to Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh had such great baseball history, tradition, and such great baseball fans. So there's nothing like opening day. It's a rebirth, it's a new season, it's a new beginning. And as we begin this 2015 season, we're looking for a very special season here in Pittsburgh.
You know, it's amazing. Your team has grown the last couple of years from getting off to a great start and then not finishing, but you know what? You've shown the progress, baby steps, if you will. And then last 2 years, you made the playoffs, expectations higher, but also the stadium's kept up par as well. I'm standing in a place right now. Please tell me about this one. You got one in left center as well. All new things for people to check out.
Well, this is really cool. I mean, I love this space. It's called The Porch. It's a group area that holds 25 people, and you're literally sitting at the north side notch. I mean, you're overlooking the north side notch. You're right in the game. We've got some soft seating. It's like you're on your back porch or your back patio, but yet you're in PNC Park with one of the best views of PNC Park. So terrific space. Over to our left over here is the terraces, the Hall of Fame Club terraces, which one of the areas where I didn't think PNC Park was perfect, and it may be the only one, was there was no connection between the upper left field bleachers and the Hall of Fame Club, which is an all ticketed fan venue. Before games, during games, after games. Great space, but a lot of people had a hard time finding it. Well, now we've opened it up to the left field bleachers by putting in 2 standing room only terraces there, and the view from those terraces is spectacular. Again, maybe second to none in the ballpark. So I think fans with any ticket can stay there, standing room only as well. I think it's going to become a very popular place.
Now, obviously, the growth of this team, you guys are going heavy after people to lock them up for a couple of years. If I'm a Pirate fan, I have to feel pretty good about how it's done, in the window of time that it's been done in, and also the farm league. You guys aren't just in it for 1 year, then you're out. This place, the Pirates are pretty good, and they're in good hands for the next couple of years as well.
Well, our plan is to build something that's sustainable, that can succeed, and we really don't look for windows of opportunity to compete. We look for a consistent building and a consistent winner. It's not easy, and nobody says it's easy. There's 29 other clubs in baseball that are trying to do the same thing. But the key to building a consistent, competitive team is to have those young players ready to come up through your system, because other players are injured or other players move on. And so we're one of only, I think, 3 teams that has been in the postseason each of the last 2 years, and still this year has a top-ranked farm system in the top 10 of all baseball. So that's the way to keep that supply going in the Major League team and to stay competitive at the Major League level.
And last question, how gratifying is it for you to kind of walk down the streets and people kind of say, hey, you know what, thank you so much. You know, people say it was a football town, but now you can make an argument it's a baseball town. How nice is it for you to kind of get the feedback from the fans?
Well, it's great to see the fans here at PNC Park again. Thank you are 2 very nice words that everybody likes to hear, but in return, I thank them, because we couldn't have done any of this if there hadn't been a loyal fan base here who stuck with us through some very tough times. And so to those people, I say thank you every day.
Great. Frank Coonelly, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure, Josh. Welcome.
Thank you. Chip Ganassi, everybody, with a day in the life, hanging out with a legend here in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh in particular. Opening day. Is there anything cooler than that? And I know you've seen a lot, so I have to watch the questions I ask.
It's a great thing, Josh. I mean, first you go down to spring training, which I've done every year, since we got involved with the Pirates. And, it's like they say that spring training is a harbinger of spring.
Correct.
And but opening day to me is really the harbinger of spring. When you're here at opening day in Pittsburgh, what a great day we have today with the weather. The weather can be shaky, but it's not. We had a perfect day today, and really looking forward to the season, looking forward to the game today.
And you've owned teams before, clearly everyone knows this. Can you appreciate ownership, what they've done here with the Pirates over the handful of years?
They've done an amazing job, I'll tell you. I mean, the thing you got to remember about sports teams, they're a very delicate balance of talent and ownership and management and fans. And, to keep all that balanced while building your team is a difficult thing. And the Nuttings have done it, and, they brought us from the basement to the playoffs, and, boy, it's a great thing. And I'm excited.
And Jeff, you can be anywhere you want on the planet and put your flag down. You come back here all the time. What's it about Pittsburgh?
It's my home. It's a great town. It's a great place to be from. Pittsburgh's got a huge history and a huge future, and it's where my roots are, and it's where they're going to stay.
Greatest sport moment that you've ever seen with your eyes? That's a personal question.
Wow, that's a tough one. Greatest sports moment I've ever seen with my eyes. I don't know. I mean, I've had lots of great moments. My latest one is certainly watching Jordan Spieth yesterday win the Masters at 21. What a great young man, and breaking records all the time. These young guys come on. That's what's great about sports. Records get broken all the time. It's great to see one of those.
Indeed, Chip. Enjoy the day.
Thanks,
Thank you
Josh.
so much for taking a second. All the best to you.
Thanks.
Hey Pittsburgh, how you doing? Hope you enjoyed yourself. That was a day in the life here, opening day at PNC Park. I obviously want to thank Frank Coonley for spending time with us. I also want to thank Bob Nutting for spending time. This is unbelievable. This is opening day at PNC Park. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Stay tuned for another episode of A Day in the Life.